What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to Omar BYT, and welcome back to another Barcelona talk, ladies and gentlemen. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, and yeah, guys, we do have a lot to talk about. Let's talk, guys. Today we're gonna talk about Frenkie de Jong because he's been the talk of the town for the last 24 hours. And every Barcelona news outlet have been having a field day talking about this guy. Um, so apparently, from what's coming out from Barcelona is that Frankie De Jong's contract offer that we've given him has basically been withdrawn. As you guys can see from the post, the contract renewal which Barcelona made to Frenkie de Jong at the end of last year has been withdrawn by the club as the player did not accept. It was at least 3 more years with no salary reduction. Now Barcelona are reevaluating his performance and see if he himself makes any move regarding his future. Eternally, it's not ruled out that he will consider not renewing his contract and leave as a free agent in 2026. As of now, Barcelona are not putting pressure on De Jong, but if there is no advance by the end of the season, the situation will be raised as he will be 1 year away from being a free agent. With regards to his contract contract offers made by Barca, everything will now start from scratch because the club no longer consider the last offer valid. And we are back again. We are back again, guys. We are back again, Barcelona and Frenkie de Jong, the saga. Another season, another saga, man. Okay. Before I do start, guys, make sure you guys like the video, please, for me, because we're gonna go into detail. We're gonna go into full depth about this because I have a lot of things I need to get off my chest right now. Okay. Number one, honestly, at this point, I've genuinely had enough. I'm genuinely exhausted of this whole saga between Barcelona and Frenkie de Jong. I've gotten now to a point now where I just feel like for the sake of Barcelona and for the sake of De Jong's pride, he just needs to go because, dude, I've been listening to this saga between Barca and De Jong for 2 years. Honestly, man, I'm getting to a point now where as a Barca fan, I feel like, bro, I've aged for 10 years listening to these two, bro. Listening to Barcelona and listening to De Jong. It's gotten to a point now where it's like, bro, how many times do Barcelona have to make it clear to this guy? And listen, before we do continue, I need to make this very clear, right? I'm not pointing the finger at De Jong. At the end of the day, this is the club's fault. They gave him a contract which which basically made no sense. And at the end of the day, they're now looking at it and saying, how are we going to get this thing out? Bro, it is a contract. People are sitting there talking about De Jong like he's the one who gave himself this contract. The club offered him the contract. We all know. We've already seen the wage bill this season. And we know from the wage bill this season that Frenkie de Jong is the highest paid player, not in La Liga. This guy is getting paid like what? I think what? 500, 600 grand per week? And it increased this year. But at the end of the day, he's just a footballer. He can't. What is he gonna do? Like, I know. Listen, I've been wanting to talk about this whole situation for a long time because here's the thing. Here's the biggest problem with this whole situation. The biggest problem is De Jong has gone to a point now where he's now the villain at the club. And listen, I do feel bad for him. Don't get it twisted, because I still do love De Jong. I still think that he's a great player. He has a lot to give. But I just feel like the club and the player is gone to a point now where he just needs to look at reevaluate himself. You understand what I'm saying? He needs to reevaluate himself because it doesn't make any sense to me how this thing can continue every single time. We're always here every single time. It makes no sense. Like, it makes no sense. Like, I don't understand because we all remember in 2022, De Jong looked like he was on his way out to go to United. That didn't work out. He stayed at the club. And I was very happy when he decided to stay and stick to his guns. But ever since then, we've just been hearing so many different rumors about De Jong. So many different rumors about this guy. And you guys saw during the game, if you guys did watch the game between Barcelona and Stade Brest, that Frenkie de Jong, when he came on, was being booed. Like, I'm hearing fans. Do you guys see what fans are beginning to say, right? Because, in our last two La Liga games, we haven't won our last two La Liga games. Obviously, we lost to Sociedad before the international break. And then we drew against Celta Vigo. And there's a lot of Barca fans who were sitting there saying, "Oh, but we don't have Yamal. Yamal is the key. Yamal is this. Yamal is that." And then you have those Barca fans who are sitting there and say, "Yeah, De Jong is back in the squad, and all of a sudden we're now winning." Bullshit. First of all, I'm not pointing the finger at De Jong. De Jong is not the reason why we're in this situation. But I want you all to understand, this is my point here. This whole situation between De Jong and Barcelona has gone to a point where I feel like it is beyond repair. I feel like it's really gone there. Like, look at this. Apparently, the board are in favor of selling De Jong. That is the post I'm seeing here, guys. Well, no flipping shit. No shit. Of course they are. Bro, we know that Barcelona, the club itself, have been trying to get rid of this guy for so flipping long. Right? They've been trying to get rid of this guy for so long that they're just looking for anything to just basically just make this guy. They're basically trying to make this guy look so flipping bad that the fans would just get him out. Makes no sense. Listen, I'll go to the comments because there's a lot of people in here. Give me a second. Anyway, let's before we do continue, I do want to go to the chat a little bit. Big up to you, David Goldbridge. Big up to you every single time. Big up to Thierry says, I feel like whenever De Jong comes to the pitch, our players just become so okay. Yes. Here's the thing with De Jong, right? De Jong, on a player level, if you ask me about De Jong, I kind of look at it. I'm like, bro, what is his best trade? What is his best position? Like, where can Barcelona get the best out of this kid? And I'm gonna be very honest with you, man. I struggle sometimes, straight up. I do. But yeah, big up to Nick every single time, man. Big up to you every single time. He says, big up to you, AJ, man. Big up to you every single time. Listen, guys, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, man. Big up to you guys every single time. Big up to you guys. Big up to yeah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for the love, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you too, Nick, man. Big up to you. Hey, big up to you, Warrior J, man. What's going on with you, man? Appreciate you, man. Yeah, every single time. But yeah, you know what it is, yeah? I've gotten now to a point now where personally I'm just like it's just gone too far. It genuinely has, man. It's unfortunate when you really think about it, because but at the end of the day, I just think that, listen, in the summer Barcelona should just cut their losses. We just should, because what's the point? Like, what is the point? What is the point? Like, every single time I keep hearing this. And listen, let me be clear. Barcelona now are in a different position to where Barcelona were like 2 years ago. You understand what I'm saying, right? If you look at the Barcelona squad depth, the midfield is our best area. We have so many good midfielders right now coming out of the club, and especially this season, right? You're looking at players like obviously um, Dani Olmo, you have Pedri in the midfield, you have Gavi in the midfield, you have Casado in the midfield, Bernal in the midfield, Fermin Lopez in the midfield. You understand what I'm saying, right? We have so many different midfielders, right? We have so many midfielders in Barcelona right now that Barcelona now can just look at it and just say, listen, at the end of the day, we don't even need De Jong. And this is why people are so happy to like turn on De Jong the way they are right now. That's why they are so happy to turn on him right now. But yeah, give me a second, guys. Let me actually pull this up. I want to make sure to get all of this right. We have more. Here's the and also let me be clear. And also let me just be clear, right? Also, this 3-year contract. Here's the thing. I am not surprised at the slightest that Barcelona are. Let me be clear. First of all, I am not surprised at the slightest that De Jong and Barcelona are more than happy to get rid of him. Because, like I said, this is the perfect time. And also, when it comes to his contract, I didn't expect them to give him a better contract than the one he has now. I don't, because at the end of the day, let's be honest with ourselves here. Let's just be frank with ourselves here. Barcelona, as a football club, right? I've been trying to get rid of this guy. And if you look at a lot of our financial, if you look at like our financial situation, who is the one that is basically being paid the most, getting the most money, getting the most appearances, getting all of that? It's De Jong. It is him. So at the end of the day, of course, the club are going to be very, very skeptical. They're gonna try everything to get rid of this dude. They are. And listen, I don't agree with it. I think that at the end of the day, there is different ways to deal with this situation. But listen, it is what it is. This is Nick. Big up to Nick. He says, "I missed the art of Xavi and Iniesta." Hey, me and you both, brother. Me and you both. But yeah, listen. At the end of the day, it is what it is. What are we gonna do? But look, at the end of the day, I'm just now at a point now where I'm just exhausted. I really am. Like, I have gotten to a point now where I'm just sick and tired of this saga. This is why I made this video, because this is the thing. I was going to talk about before this whole news came out yesterday, right? I was going to make a video about Frenkie de Jong situation at Barcelona, because we obviously have heard the boos during the game against Stade Brest. And we're always like, listen, I feel like this is the nasty divorce between Barcelona and Frenkie de Jong. And I was under the impression, I was like, listen, at the end of the day, it is what it is. But then I saw this contract situation, just ironically, literally just before I was about to go, the next day before I was supposed to upload this. All of a sudden, this news comes out, and the club are basically so desperate that now they're looking to evaluate to get rid of him. First of all, let's be clear. His contract runs out in 2026. Of course, if he doesn't sign a contract, and as you can see, we've withdrawn the contract, which means that if we do offer him a new contract, it's going to be a new one, because the one that we've offered him now, it's gone. It is gone. He's not going to get another contract offer like the one we gave him. You understand what I'm saying? So now he's now in a position now where he needs to actually, if he wants to stay, he's going to have to work with the club's terms, not by his. And unfortunately, what's going to happen with that, who knows? Who the flip knows? Like, at the end of the day, I'm just exhausted, man. I just want this whole saga to be over. I really do. I've gotten to a point now where I'm like, please, for the sake of the club and for the sake of the pride of the two of you, man, just divorce. Just divorce. It is what it is, man. Big up to Thierry, man. He says, I miss the art of winning AUCL. Yeah, man. It's crazy, isn't it? So it's crazy because this year will mark 10 years since the last time we won the Champions League. This season. Yeah, it is. But yeah, Listen, guys, make sure put your opinions of this De Jong situation in the comments, guys. Tell me what you guys think about this whole situation. Because I'm gonna be very honest, man. I'm just tired of this whole thing, man. I honestly want this whole situation to be over. Honestly. Hold on. Okay. This is sell him and get more players for depth. Yeah, I completely hear that. Listen, I'm all for it. Don't get it twisted. I'm all for it. Like I said, I've gotten to a point now where I'm just like, you know, the thing with De Jong is I'm looking at our team, and if I'm gonna be very honest, I don't really know where he fits in this team anymore. You know what I mean? Because where is his best position in this team? Because he can play the number 6 role. He can do the Busquets role. You understand what I'm saying? I'm looking at it. I'm like, listen, if we do sell him, right? At the end of the day, we could go out, maybe get a better defensive-minded midfielder. You know, maybe someone like a Zubamendi type of footballer, or I don't know, maybe go out and try to sign another right back. You know, or maybe something like that, or maybe get another winger or something like that, right? And I'm just now where I'm just looking at it. I'm like, it is what it is. But look at this. Barcelona, pick up to our Barca universe. It says Barcelona no longer expect a response from De Jong to the renewal as they've submitted it almost a year ago. You know what? Okay, so here's the thing. Before I do continue that conversation, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I understand it. I do. I'm sorry, I do. If I've offered you a new contract, right, with the club, and I told you over a year ago, and you haven't so much as even responded to me during that whole time, I'm sorry, I'm withdrawing it. I'm never giving it back. And at the end of the day, I'm sorry, the fact that De Jong for a year and a half, for almost a year, has not responded to this contract offer, for me tells me that this guy's mind is not at the club anymore. You understand what I'm saying? It tells me that he mentally he's not with the club anymore. And if that is the case, please, man, listen. At the end of the day, we have too many good midfielders in the team, man. If you see your future outside of the club, then by all means, man, you can go. Nobody is forcing you to stay. Hey, big up to you, Noah, man. Big up to you every single time. It says big up to Omar the legend. Appreciate you, man. Road to 10K. Follow, like, and subscribe to Omar's channel. By the way, smash the like. Listen, guys, big up to you every single time, Noah. Big up to you every single time. But yeah, and this is there's no rush to offer him a new contract. He's injury prone, high earner, and not a starter for the fantasy flick. This is the thing, isn't it? This is why I'm looking at De Jong. I'm like, listen, at the end of the day, the club are not desperate to keep this guy. This is not this, and also it's not just De Jong, it's the fans as well. This is not like 2 years ago. Listen, 2 years ago, I would be fuming at the thought of trying to sell De Jong. The issue is this. This is not 2 years ago. The issue is you're not even playing. You're not even starting for the team anymore. And the fact that you're not even starting anymore tells me that the club are looking, you're dispensable in this team. You need to understand that, Frenkie. Right? And the fact that you're taking so long, ever since the club has offered you a new contract, you've taken so long to respond to it. I'm going to be very honest with you. The club have every right to say, yeah, you're out of here. Because at the end of the day, what do they have to lose? What do they have to lose? They have nothing to lose at this point. And let's be honest, he is injury prone. This is actually absolutely correct, right? He's had his injury problems now for a while. See, this is my point, isn't it? At the end of the day, De Jong not not responding to the deal, dude. You're telling the club everything that the club wants to hear, which is that your heart is not at the club. You are injury prone. You are one of the highest earners. We are the highest earner at the club. You're literally the highest earner of in the club, right? And you're not even starting games. This is the truth. Mark Casado has taken over has taken over you. You understand what I'm saying? Pedri is ahead of you. Gavi now is ahead of you. Fermin Lopez is ahead of you. This is the truth. All these players are ahead of you in this team. So you trying to do this, at the end of the day, look, if you're looking at this more of a career standpoint where you feel like the club have moved on from you, then at the end of the day, you should be open to leaving the club. That's really it. That is all that needs to be said when it comes to this situation. Big up to you, Godfrey. Every single time, brother. But yeah, listen, I'm just at a point now where I'm like, bro, this is getting ridiculous when it comes to this whole situation, right? Now, don't get it twisted. Like I said, this saga has gone for too long, but now I feel like this year is a lot different from previous years because before we used to look at this and say, Barcelona, this and this and this and all of these stuff. Oh yeah, Barcelona, they're mistreating De Jong. And listen, we did, but here's also the problem: De Jong, if if Frenkie de Jong was playing for Manchester United or Arsenal or Liverpool or any other club, right? And he was one of the highest earning players at the club, the fans would want him gone. Because, bro, why would you be invested in in so much money for a player like that? Look up to Godfrey, man. He says, smash the like. He says, do you want De Jong to leave? Honestly, for the sake of his career and for the sake of the club, I think he needs to leave. I do. Here's the thing, Godfrey. This situation between De Jong and Barcelona, bro, it's like a, you know what? It's like a telenovela. It's a flipping movie, bro. Well, I feel like I'm in a movie where at the end of the day, every single week, I'm literally just having to sit down and just watch, the same thing over and over for seasons now. Since 2022, I've always been hearing this whole situation. Remember when De Jong looked like he was gonna go to flipping um Manchester United. That didn't work out. Then they linked him to the United again into the season after in 2023. That didn't work out. And now the club have offered him a new contract over a year ago, and he still hasn't responded. And now the club have withdrawn the contract. And listen, I understand that. I don't get it twisted. I get it. Because if I've offered you a contract, I've given you over 12 months to consider it, and you haven't so much as given me a response and tell me, listen, at the end of the day, I'm not signing a contract, or I will sign a contract, but not now. He hasn't said anything, and the club is like, all right, cool, no problem. Agreed. It's been dragging on for too long right now. Bro, imagine being me. Do you guys know how exhausted I am of this situation between De Jong and Barca? I don't understand this, man. This is this like at first this was annoying. Now it just pisses me off. It just pisses me off because I'm just like, bro, we are currently top of the table. Everything is going well. We're doing well in the Champions League. We're doing well in the league. Everything is going great. But this always happens every single season between De Jong and Barcelona. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm now at a point now where I feel like this right here, this situation now, this should be it. This should be where the club now should say, all right, De Jong, with all due respect, next summer, we are putting you on the transfer list. You understand what I'm saying? You are in the transfer list and you are gone. I'm sorry. Because at the end of the day, in 2026, his contract runs out and he can go and sign for anyone. So it's very evident to me that in 2025, he is gone. He is gone next season. I don't honestly. I'm going to very real. I will be so shocked if he is in the squad in 2025, 2026. It would genuinely shock me if he was, because at the end of the day, he's not looking good. He's not looking good. Barcelona salaries. Yes. I wanted to show you. Give me a big up to you, Godfrey. He says, De Jong is on the most self is on the shelf most of the time. Sometimes forgets he's part of the squad. Hardly see him. Yeah. You know what? I'm glad you even mentioned that because that is the perfect segue to what I'm about to put here next. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. I want to show you all this. This right here. Look at snap. What is going on? All right. Look at this, guys. I think this is the 2024-25 wage bill, okay? Now look at this. Lewandowski is our most is the highest paid player in the club, right? Yeah. Oh, my days. Ah, my days. Apologies, guys, if this is buffering. I don't know what's going on. Ah, my days. Anyway, guys, I was actually gonna try to show you guys the salary cap, but basically, the internet is just slow as hell over here. So apologies for that. I don't know what is going on. It's absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, my point is, Frankie, if you look at the salary cap right now, Barcelona, the Lewandowski is the highest paid player. He's getting paid 40 grand per week. Okay, that's a lot of money for a player of his age. But here's the thing. Lewandowski this season has shown he's the wage bill that he's getting paid now. He's showing that he earned it by his performances. 22 goals, 22 goals already this season. He's proven that the money that we're giving him, he's worth it. You understand what I'm saying? So, and secondly, who is it? It's Frenkie flipping de Jong. Frenkie de Jong is second. And that is where the problem lies. And this is, for me, where the big problem lies when it comes to Frenkie de Jong and this whole situation. Hey, big up to you, Flip. He says, back then the profile of de Jong was neither, but now we play differently and no longer. Yeah, exactly. That's why before you came in, I was literally just saying the problem with de Jong is he's extremely expendable. He doesn't really have a place in this team. Like, he doesn't really have a spot, like an area where you can say, okay, this is de Jong's area, this is his place. Like, when you look at Pedri has his position. Gavi, even though he's not starting, has his position. Even guys like Casado, like they've cemented their position. Dani Olmo has cemented his position. The issue is Frenkie de Jong has not cemented his position at the club. He hasn't. And because he hasn't done that, right, him getting paid the amount that he's getting paid is a big problem for the club. It is. But yeah, give me a second. I want to pull this up because I want to make sure you guys see this for yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Here it is. Now, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Lewandowski, 640 grand, right? All right. This season, 22 goals. He's showing that he's worth it. Frenkie de Jong is the second highest paid player. This is his wage bill: 365,000 euros and 385. 365,000 euros. And the worst thing is, look at this. Ansu Fati is next. This is why I'm looking at this. I'm like, listen, at the end of the day, Ansu Fati is another one who needs to get out of here. I love Ansu Fati. And I think that he had great potential. But dude, this guy is injured every single season. This guy's more injury prone than flipping de Jong. And he is the third highest paid player at the club. I think Jules Koundé is highly overpaid as well. Rafinha for a long time I thought was overpaid, but this season he's shown that he deserves the money. Ferran Torres. Oh my flipping days. This Ferran Torres, bro. Ferran Torres is almost at 200 grand per week. This guy is useless. This guy's useless, and he's literally one of the highest paid players at the club. I swear to God, bro, our wage bill is a fucking joke. Look at this. Pedri, bro, Pedri is not even in the top 5, bro. Pedri is getting paid 180 grand, the same amount as Dani Olmo. Inigo Martinez. Listen, Inigo Martinez has been helpful to us this season, okay? So I won't criticize. I won't go at him, okay? Christensen is injured, but listen, before this season, he was playing a lot of games. He was doing his thing. Araujo, another one who's been doing the thing. Bro, it's crazy how Araujo, bro, Jules Koundé is earning over double what he. Jules Koundé, ladies and gentlemen, is earning double what Araujo is earning. And we're talking about Araujo needing to leave. What are you guys talking about? Look at this. Big up to you, NJ. He says, we still need a backup for Pedri if we sell De Jong. Listen, Pedri's area, there's players who can play in Pedri's area. Not as good as him, but there's players who can play in this area. Fermin Lopez can play in Pedri's area, right? Gavi can play in Pedri's area. I honestly think that if we sell De Jong, where we need to be more focused on is the... Oh, man. Basically, where we need to focus more is in the Casado area. You understand what I'm saying? The Casado area is where I feel like the club need to be more focused on fixing. Honestly. And by the way, guys, kiss my ass, StreamYard. Fucking kiss my ass, man. You flipping frauds. Fucking hate this. Fucking hate sometimes this app, man. Sorry, guys, if this thing is buffered in, man. It's fucking StreamYard. Anyway, look at this. Yeah, it's still going on. Look at this. I think I'll move to Syria. Go to AC Milan, man. AC Milan looks like that's where people are reviving their careers. You understand what I'm saying? I think, yeah, go. Come on, go to Syria. Big up to Thierry. Apologies, guys. StreamYard fucking sucks, man. Fucking hate this app. It says, we need to prioritize and get rid of the dead. Bro, I mean, this is now. You know what? I feel like now I finally understand what the club meant this season when I've been hearing about a fire sale next season. Oh, now it makes complete sense now. Now it makes now it all makes sense. Because look at the amount of players. Look at what some of these players are earning, man. Some of these players who are not good enough, what are they earning? Oh my days! It says Tottenham left a bunch like Emerson Royal. Yep. NJ Flippy says, I feel like Casado and Bernal. Yes. Honestly, as much as the thing is, we have a good midfield depth. I'm not going to lie, we do. But I'll be honest with you. I just feel like, honestly, I'm looking at our midfield, right, and I'm like, as much as I did Casado and Bernal, I think that we do need another midfielder in the area. I would look at the Zubamendi from Real Sociedad as a guy who I would like. But basically, let's continue, guys. Gavi is getting paid 130. Okay, cool. Bro, Ter Stegen is on one. What? Ter Stegen is getting paid 121 grand per week. Oh, bro, he's getting. Oh my God, are you fucking serious, bro? Ter Stegen, who's been at the club for over 10 years. Nah, this can't be correct. Are you actually taking the piss? He is earning. Bro, you're telling me Ferran Torres, Jules Koundé, Frenkie de Jong, Ansu Fati, flipping Inigo Martinez get paid more than flipping Ter Stegen, who's been at the club for 10 years. Oh, you are taking the fucking piss. This is a joke. Look at this. Yamal is getting paid 32 grand per week. Alejandro Nah, you know what, guys? I'm sorry, guys. I can't read any more of this. This is. Oh my days, yo, Testegen is. Are you actually, bro? Are you actually taking the piss? Testegen, Testegen, who's been one of our best goalkeeper. I know this season he's been awful. Don't get it twisted. He's been bad this season. But you're telling me that Testegen, that Ferran Torres is getting paid double. Okay. No problem. Nah, you know what, right? I swear to God, Barcelona's wage structure is the worst in the world. Nah, bro. It's got to be the worst one, bro. Are you taking the piss? You're telling me that bro, Ansu Fati is our third highest paid player, bro. This guy hasn't played for Barcelona regularly for over 2 years. 2 years, And he's getting... Listen, the only explanation I'm willing to listen to is that Ter Stegen, when he was at the club, because there was a time when some of the footballers were taking like weight reductions, right? And maybe Ter Stegen might have been one of the people who did that, and that's why his wage structure is very, very low. But if that is the case, bro, I would be fuming if I'm Ter Stegen, bro. You're telling me fucking Ansu Fati is getting paid double what I'm getting paid? You're telling me that Jules Koundé is getting paid more than me? You're telling me Inigo Martinez, who we signed last season, getting paid more than me? Are you taking the piss? Nah, bro. Listen, at the end of the day, people have been criticizing Ter Stegen, but this is the thing, bro. Ter Stegen has been here for 10 years. 10 fucking years. Are you taking the piss? And we're talking about De Jong. Why are we not trying to get rid of Ansu? Give me a break. I agree with Zubamendi. I think that I agree with it, Sparta. Listen, Sociedad having a poor season. I know they beat us this season, but they're not really having a great season, right? And listen, at the end of the day, Zubamendi is still a great player, right? So yeah, we should be considering him as an option. Thierry says we should have look up to you, Thierry, every time. He says we should have sold Ansu a long time ago. Nah, you know what, right? I didn't. You know what? Hold on, I didn't even check. What? Wait a second. Wait a second. Let me actually check something. Huh? I didn't actually check something. How long does Ansu Fati's contract run for? Let me check. So Ansu Fati's contract runs to 2027. 2027, guys. His contract, Ansu Fati is going to be paid 268,000 euros per week to 2027. No wonder this guy is in no hurry to leave. I would be in no hurry to leave, bro. I'm barely playing for the club, and I'm the third highest paid player at the club. Of course, I'm going. Nah, this is. Stream. I fucking hate this app. But yo, Ansu Fati is getting 2027. Okay. All right. Cool. All right, I get it. No problem. Look at this, guys. Frenkie de Jong's contract runs in 2026. That's why right now, that's why I said he's going to leave next season. This is why Lewandowski, I don't know, he could leave next season if he decides to leave, right? But look at this. Ansu is in 2027. Jules Koundé 2027, Rafinha 2027. Okay, Rafinha has proven to me this season that he's still important to this team. Cool. Ferran Torres has a contract to 2020 fucking 7, bro. He's getting paid as much. He's getting paid literally. Oh, he's getting paid 192 grand per week. That is almost fucking 200 grand per week. Nah, I don't want to hear this shit, man. Wait, fucking useless app. I've had enough, man. Like honestly, man, that whole situation has gotten me flipped up, man. But listen, let me say this very quickly, guys. Right on a real, Frenkie de Jong, he needs to go, and Frenkie de Jong needs to go for two reasons. Number one, he's getting paid too much, and number two, I'm just fucking tired of this whole situation between de Jong and Barcelona. Okay, it's done. It's over, man. It's over. Let's just cut our losses, and for the sake of Frenkie de Jong's pride, bro. Like, listen, Frenkie de Jong is still a great player. He can still do a job for many clubs in Europe. You understand what I'm saying, right? Like, I don't know. There's a few of you guys in here. It's like 10 people in here, man. How many of you guys how many of you guys who are not Barcelona fans would love to have de Jong at your club? You still would. But this is the thing. I just feel like at Barcelona, he's not the same, man. He's lost his place. And the fact that his whole contract situation is bringing all of this fuss. We don't need this. We don't. So yeah, at the end of the day, I would get rid of him and move on from it. Like seriously. Oh, my days. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh yeah. Give me a second. Let me actually pull this up very quickly. Look up to Barca Universe, man. They always getting the best. They always getting the news, man, when I need it. Look at this. Barcelona are very disappointed with de Jong's attitude. The renewal offer made to the player maintains a very high salary that the player never even replied. By the way, this is from Marca, guys. So this is a reliable source. This is not just the club saying this. Marca are the ones that are talking about this, right? Here's the thing. I think that de Jong is just. I think he's pissed off with the club, and if that is the case, then bro, there's the door. There's the door, man. Like seriously, for this, like at the end of the day. I understand. Listen, let me be clear. From Frenkie de Jong's perspective, from his own point of view, I can see why he's pissed. If I am playing for Barcelona, a club that I've dreamt of playing for all my life, I've had 3 years where necessarily didn't do anything wrong. And then after 3 years of being at the club, every single year the club is trying to get rid of me, and I'm trying, and every single time I'm hearing news about my club and all of these stuff. At some point I'll be pissed. But this is the thing when you're pissed off. When you're pissed that the club are disrespecting you, you now have to look at your own pride. You need to look at your pride and say, listen, if the club don't want me here, if the club feel like I'm not good enough, I'm going to leave. And I'm going to prove to them I'm good enough. Do you understand what I'm saying? You see last season, right? Xavi Hernandez was our manager. He wasn't good enough. I wasn't Xavi out. But he wasn't good enough anymore. And because he wasn't good enough anymore, he needed to go. But this is the thing. They always say you can either die a hero or live long enough to be a villain. He was the one at some point. He looked at himself and said, you know what? Honestly, for the sake of this club, I think that I need to step down. And let me be clear. The club did him dirty. I have said that for a long time. Barcelona did the Xavi very dirty because Xavi was already on his way out. They made him stay and then they sacked him. That was a bunch of bullshit. You understand what I'm saying, right? It made no sense. The guy was already gone. And then you kept him only to sack him. It's like you guys were trying to embarrass this guy. Made no sense. But this is the thing. At the end of the day, De Jong's situation is not the same. De Jong, you chose to stay. When the club tried to get rid of you, you should have then looked at it and said, listen, at the end of the day, and also this is the thing. From what we're seeing here, from what Marca is saying here, the renewal, Frenkie de Jong didn't even so much as reply. That is the problem. Frenkie de Jong didn't even reply. He didn't even sit there and say, I need more time, or I am not in the mood to really sign the contract yet, or I will sign the contract, I just need more time. No. They offered him the contract and he said nothing. For a year. I'm sorry, if I offer you a contract and you don't answer me for a year, bro, I'm taking the thing. I don't care, man. Like, at that point, I'm not even thinking about keeping you. At that point, I don't care. If you're thinking, but I don't care if you're thinking about it. Fuck thinking about it. I give you a year. You did not respond to me one time. Get out. I'm done. Get out of here. I'm getting, like, seriously. And that's the thing. That's why I can see why the club is saying that they're disappointed. And also, let's be clear. They offered him a good salary. It's not like they reduced his salary, right? He's getting paid about around 300 and something. I'm assuming that maybe they lowered his wages, but they didn't lower it to such a ridiculous level, like maybe halfway or something like that. It wouldn't surprise me if maybe the club still offered him maybe like a 300 grand contract, or maybe offered him a 280,000 per week, or something like that. You understand what I'm saying? It genuinely wouldn't surprise me if that is what they did. And if that's the case, then bro, that's still a lot of money. So what the hell are you complaining about? What are you on about? Makes no sense, man. And at the end of the day, like I said, I get it. He did not respond. And now the club says, yeah, the club will make a decision at the end of the season. I think now what the issue is, the club don't want to make this, and thank God, the club don't want to make this a whole saga. You understand what I'm saying, right? They're not trying to create a new saga at the club. What they just want to do is, everything is going well on the pitch. We are winning games. We're performing well. We're winning. We're looking like we're going to win the league, right? We're looking competitive in the Champions League. I don't think we're going to win it. I would love to be proven wrong, but my point is, at the end of the day, we're in every single cup competition and we are performing well. And everything right now is going great. Fans are enjoying life. Players are enjoying life. They don't want to make this a big issue. But this is the thing. The board, they have decisions to make in the summer, because we know as Barcelona fans, from what we've been hearing for so long, that this summer is going to be a summer of fire sales. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I finally see why. I heard about the fire sale. I was like, yo, who are we getting rid of? We don't even have a good squad depth. Now I'm looking at the wage bill. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, bring on the fire sale. Bring it on. Bring it on. But yeah, big up to everybody that's here, man. We got a lot of people here, man. We got like, almost 10 people in here. Make sure you guys smash the likes, man. Let's get to 10 likes, man. Come on. Let's get the likes up. Big up to Tier. He says he should be pissed at himself more. Yeah. At the end of the day, he should be pissed at himself as well. He should have pride. That's what it should be. He should be more. He should have more pride in himself. If he feels like the club have done him dirty, he should then look at it and maybe say, maybe it's time for me to go. You understand what I'm saying, right? I'm not gonna stick around and be the villain in this club. But it's like he could do that, but no, he's just quietly he's just quiet, not saying much, not doing much, and that's up to him. There's not a single performance from this man. You know what? That is true. You know what? Right? Here's the thing. I agree with that. I completely agree with that point. Because here's the thing. I've said this myself. I love Frenkie de Jong. I still think that he's a great player. But this is the thing with Frenkie de Jong. Even as much as I rate this brother, I struggle to know what is his best quality. Like, listen, you guys tell me in the comments. What do you guys think Frenkie de Jong's best quality as a Barcelona player is? Is it his long passing? Is it his short passing? Is it his energetic nature? Is it his, I don't know. Bro, just like I'm being real. I don't really know. And this is the thing. At Barcelona, this is the thing, bro. When you're playing for a club like Barcelona, you need to bring something that is different from others. You can't be doing what other people are doing. You can't be doing what everybody else is doing. Because if you do that, guess what, bro? You become expendable. You understand what I'm saying, right? You become expendable. The reason why guys like Pedri, they have cemented their place in the team is because they bring something different in the team. When Pedri doesn't play, you see the difference. There's a difference in the squad when he's not playing. The problem with De Jong is De Jong has been injured now for so long. He's come back to the team and nothing has changed. That's the thing. This is why I'm saying, bro, you don't bring anything different to this team. Because when you were gone, nobody was sitting down saying, oh, if De Jong comes back, we're going to be different. Oh, if De Jong this and De Jong that. No one was saying it. No one was. And if no one is saying this, one or two things need to happen. Either you need to look at it and say, all right, maybe the club don't want me here. Or you have to look at it and say, listen, I have to step my game up. Listen, the only memorable season Frenkie de Jong had was the La Liga winning season. Yeah, but listen, that season everyone else was great. Was he the best midfielder in the league? No, he wasn't. He wasn't. No, let's be real. He wasn't the best player. He wasn't a Pedri. He wasn't I'll be honest. Gavi had a better season than him that season. Gavi did. I'm not saying he had a terrible season. I'm just saying that I wasn't looking at De Jong and saying, you are one of the reasons why we won the league. You're one of the primary reasons. I think that he did the same amount of good job as players like Gavi did, players like Pedri did. Heck, even guys like Kessie, who wasn't really given a chance. Even those guys did their job. It's been a disappointment tenure for Frenkie de Jong. The guy is 27. Yeah, 27 years old and only won 3 trophies with us. Yeah. And also, let's also remember, guys, this guy came in for a lot of money. We signed this guy for what? 80 million? Was it 80 million? I think we signed him for 80 million in 2019. Right? We spent 80 million to sign Frenkie de Jong, and for 80 million, what has he actually done? Like what has he done? Yeah, man. Frenkie de Jong's best quality is that he controls the tempo, passing quality, but flick style doesn't suit with it. The way Frenkie de Jong plays for Ajax and Holland, he couldn't duplicate that. Bro, oh my goodness, thank you so much. You know what? It's funny because I said this around 2021 before he looked like he was going to be leaving when this whole saga started, right? I remember telling my fellow Barcelona friends, and even some of my friends who weren't Barcelona fans, I was like, the problem with De Jong is I struggle to know what he brings to Barcelona because I feel like we don't play the kind of style that he used to play at Ajax. See, this is the thing. When he was playing at Ajax, he was a defensive midfielder kind of player. You understand what I'm saying, right? And as a defensive midfielder, but he wasn't like your midfield. He wasn't like a Rodri. He wasn't like a Busquets. He wasn't like he was basically a defensive midfielder that controlled how the movement of the team works. You understand what I'm saying, right? And the issue is at Barcelona, he was never going to be that. He was never going to play the Busquets role. He doesn't play the Busquets role like Sergio Busquets plays it. This is why when we got rid of Busquets, people were saying, oh, now that Busquets is gone, play him in the defensive midfield. Bro, we played him there last season. What did he do? Like, what did he do? Like, am I tripping here? What did he actually do? And for Netherlands, this is the thing. When he plays for Ajax and Netherlands, it's two different things. At Netherlands, he is Netherlands' best midfielder. That everybody and their dog knows that. There's no midfielder in that Netherlands midfield as good as De Jong. Of course, he is going to be the key to that midfield. He's going to be the one running the midfield. Of course, because he's the best midfielder. At Ajax, it's the same thing. The problem is, at Barcelona, there are so many good midfielders at Barcelona. You understand what I'm saying, right? So, he wanted to play in his own tempo. If there's so many different players who play different kind of styles, And also the problem with De Jong is De Jong plays a slow tempo. Some players in the Barcelona team move very, very fast. Especially you just mentioned NJ Flip. At the end of the day, Hansi Flick's style of football is not about always slowing down the play. No, it's about moving. You gotta move. You gotta move. Run with the ball. You understand what I'm saying, right? The problem with De Jong is he doesn't run with the ball. Right? And as much as I'm going to be honest, I don't think he's even necessarily been bad under Hansi Flick. Under Hansi Flick, he's been doing an okay job. He hasn't really done anything bad since he's been playing under Hansi Flick. But if I'm going to be very, very frank with you guys, Frenkie de Jong is a very limited player. And that's the problem, right? So him doing all of these antics doesn't really help him in the slightest. It doesn't. He's not helping himself at all. Ah, my days. Honestly, man, listen. At the end of the day, guys, that's really much. We've been out here for over an hour. I've basically gone on a little bit of a venting and appreciate you guys for being here. But listen, big up to you, Mark, every single time, man. He says, Frenkie de Jong can F off. The game is, he said, I think his game isn't a midfielder in our system. Yes, Mark. Absolutely. I completely agree with that. I think that especially under Hansi Flick, he doesn't. De Jong plays. De Jong is a one-trick pony. Unfortunately, as much like I said, I don't hate I love De Jong. I really do. I still think that he's a good player. I just don't think that he is the right player for our system. Here's the thing. You know what the problem with Barcelona fans is? And no, it's not even Barcelona fans, but even many fans in general is that people kind of look at Ajax players and how good they are, especially their midfielders, and they always try to link them to us. No, they're not. Like Wesley Sneijder wasn't never a Barcelona type of player. He was a great midfielder. Van der Vaart wasn't a kind of Barcelona style of midfielder. Like how many midfielders have come out of Ajax who are really Barcelona style midfielders? Johan Cruyff and Johan Neeskens. Who else? I'm really trying to think. I'm not sitting here I'm not gonna sit here and say that my football knowledge is that great, but you get my point. Heck, even Fabian Ruiz could play. Yes, yeah. I think Fabian Ruiz could play better. Yeah, Edgar Davids. Yeah, you're right. Edgar Davids when we signed him in 2003. Yeah, he came out on loan from Juventus and he literally transformed our team. I will never forget. I was very young, but yeah, I remember. I went back to watch, man. He was a sick midfielder for us, and he was only there for a few months. That was what is crazy. I'm surprised we never even signed him on a permanent deal because he was incredible for us. But yeah, yes, he was absolutely. People don't give him enough credit, man. Like Edgar Davids' impact at Barcelona is the reason why, if you look at our midfield a few years later, like you look at Iniesta and Xavi and all of those guys, yeah, he was a huge reason why, we ended up having a lot of things we had around that time. But yeah, anyway, listen, guys, we are going to be closing out very, very soon. We've been now here for an hour. This has been an amazing show, Barcelona talk. I'll probably, I'll be back tomorrow because obviously, Barcelona fans, we know tomorrow is 125 years of Barcelona being incepted. Our 125th year anniversary, guys. I will be doing a show live tomorrow, guys. Make sure you guys are here. Guys. And we're going to talk. And listen, let me be clear. I just saw something right now. I want to show you guys this. Barcelona fans, don't look away. Hold on, give me a second. So, hold on. Let me show you guys this. So, don't mean to piss you Barcelona fans off because this pissed me off. But apparently, these two fucking frauds are gonna be in the fucking I swear to God, these two are. Why are these two coming to the anniversary? Why are these two fucking pricks coming to the anniversary, bro? I'm being dead honest. Why the fuck are these two gonna be there? Oh my day. Yo, wasn't this prick in prison? Like, when did this guy even get out of prison? When did this guy get out of prison, bro? Nah, bro. Nah. Yo, I swear to God. I swear to God, right? Wait, I know they're gonna be doing like are they doing like calling out the legends? I swear to God, I pray that these two are called out. I wanna make sure that they're booed out of the stadium. You remember what they did to Figo when he came back? I wanna see the same thing for these two pricks. Okay? This Frost, this motherfucker over here is the reason why this motherfucker here started this shit, and this guy basically ended my club. And these guys are gonna be in the fucking anniversary tomorrow. Nah, man. I saw this, bro. Oh no, this hella triggered me, man. Fucking useless pricks. We go to you, Mark. It says, check out the yeah, I will. Yo, you're right. I actually saw David Villa earlier today. Let me actually check this out. Bro, I am literally the same thing, man. Like okay. Just even Bartomeu and Rosell, this bunch of snakes. But iconic wait, it says even though Bartomeu and Rosell is a bunch of listen, let me tell you something, right? A broken clock can be correct a few times. Okay. I know Sandro Rosell is the reason why we bought Ronaldinho, but let us remember what this brother did. Okay, bro? His whole commercial business and bullshit, right, is the reason why the club is where it is now. Just because he did a few things right doesn't basically nullify all the awful shit that he did. Look at where Barcelona is now. Look at how long it's taking us to come back. And it's all because of these two. Nah, man. Nah, fuck these two, man. Fuck them. Fucking useless pricks, bro. Yeah, man. Listen, at the end of the day, they're still a bunch of thieves, man. They're businessmen. Like, that's what they are, man. Fucking useless pricks. Oh, man. Like, I remember, I heard, obviously, I knew this was going to happen. I knew. I read into it, but, oh, my days. Not going to lie, that whole thing actually pissed me off. It really did. Hold on, let me see. Barcelona, Real Madrid legends. Let me actually check this out. Real Madrid legends. All right, guys, give me a second. Can I actually show this on YouTube?
Okay, guys, I swear I didn't search for any of these. They're just
guys. Can I?
Yeah, sure you didn't, but next time take 2 seconds and download Pi Adblock to.
I swear they better do.
Pi is
If
this
Bartomeu and Rosell are gonna be there, they better do. Tell me, guys, do you guys think that I can show this on YouTube? Because it's on YouTube, so it should be fine, right? Am I gonna get copyrighted if I actually put this out here? Because I wanna react to the game. You guys let me know. Should I am I gonna get copyrighted for doing this? You know what? No, I'm not gonna risk it. Sorry, guys. I'm not gonna risk it because I might get copyrighted, guys. I might get copyrighted. But yeah, I will be watching this. I will be watching this later. But listen, guys, I do want to close out, unfortunately. Listen, guys, it's been an amazing show. Like I said, we will be back tomorrow to talk about going to Lent, about the anniversary and everything else. Basically, we're going to be talking about the history of the club. And listen, guys, I might be doing a 25th anniversary Q&A. You understand what I'm saying, right? A Q&A. So make sure you guys are here tomorrow. Okay, guys? Make sure you guys are here tomorrow, guys. We're gonna be doing a Q&A, right? Big up to everybody that's here. This has been an amazing show. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe. Hold on, guys. I will be back. By the way, guys, I'll be back in like 15 minutes to do. We're gonna be doing the Europa League watch along between. We're gonna be doing the Europa League watch along between Tottenham and Roma, guys. So if you guys like that, make sure you guys come back and watch it, guys. I will be back literally because I just want to just clean up and then come back. Let me see. I want to redirect somewhere else. Let me see. Who's live? Who is live? Who is live? Oh, appreciate you, man. Oh, big up to you, Mark. Listen, Barcelona fans, man, make sure you guys subscribe, man. We're always doing Barcelona content over here. And listen, I'm going to be doing, and listen, guys, soon I'm going to be doing more invites so that a lot of you guys who want to, come in here and share your opinions, man. You guys, I'm gonna start putting the link out sometimes. And if you guys want to get in, if you guys want to come out here and speak your opinions, man, you guys can always do that here. Okay, guys. Listen, we are gonna redirect to Vader Gaming TV. Listen, guys, go and send my guys some love. Okay, guys. He's an American like me. He's a Manchester City fan. His team is currently doing shit, and he kind of needs all the help he can get. Make sure you guys I'm redirecting over there, guys. Make sure you guys go send him some love. Send him some love, saying that Omar BYT is sending you some love. And also, guys, tell him Pep Guardiola. Listen, Pep Guardiola is our legend, but and speaking of Guardiola, I don't know if he's gonna be in the Legends game tomorrow, but who knows? But listen, guys, we're gonna be redirecting to Video Gaming. Make sure you guys put the Omar BYT raid, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Vesca El Barca, and peace, you guys. Take care.